Oh, hello and welcome everyone. Today we will look at Wem and Demu. So they are playing the Masters Summers tournament, the EGC Masters Summers. Wem with the Chinese and Demu with the Holy Roman Empire. This is a really interesting matchup, by the way. I kind of like this. This is like a very old but really good matchup. China versus HRE. Most of the time, this was HRE favored. If you played it correctly, of course, it was more like HRE favored than Chinese. So I'm really curious what these two players gonna do, how they gonna show the style a little bit differently. But I'm pretty sure if we calculating like which player is stronger or better right now, I would say they are still not saying still the same level. I think Van plays a little bit better than Demu. So I'm really curious if Demu can beat Wham in this HRE versus Chinese. On paper, HRE should be better. HRE would be really good with the fast Imperial if the HRE player does fast Imperial. But we'll see what's gonna happen. So, as you see early on, they are putting the 8-2 as well. Amazing. This is what I'm doing all my guide videos as well. This is what you want to do, the 8-2. But most of the time, China can have more villagers on food or gold because you want to rush up with the Imperial Academy. When you rush up with the Imperial Academy, you can make your IOs out of that very fast. So now he's just collecting the taxes inside the mill. Every drop off, as you can see, every time when the villager drop off a resource into the mill or the mining camp, you are getting extra taxes. So this is what they are doing correctly. No IO start, which honestly I like it. I like when the Chinese player doesn't start with IO, but rather just playing a normal Chinese. Now the mill also indicates there could be a pro scout play because he didn't put the mill here. Of course, this is in the open as well, so you can say, oh yeah, he didn't want it to play in the open with the first mill, but also it can easily indicate that that's going to be a pro scout play. Three Villager is building the Imperial Academy, on the other side Three Villager is building the Mineworld Palace for the HRE. Now for the Mineworld Palace, if you want to use the 100% power of the Mineworld Palace, you need to make Horseman and Spearman, because you get the unique upgrade called All Pike that gives you 2 extra damage for both Horseman and Spearman. In the Castle Age, you get another upgrade which gives you extra armor for your knights, which is insanely good. So, Imperial Academy almost down. He's getting up the wood. I still can feel a little bit that it's gonna be Pro Scout, but we will see. We can speed up a little bit because nothing is happening currently. Okay, so Vam goes with the wood. Pro Scout not in the queue yet. He's making the Imperial officials, collecting the taxes. As you can see, the Imperial official is very cheap from the Imperial Academy. It's only 70 food and 35 gold. Collecting the taxes very early. And looks like that's an interesting style with the Chinese, because that's not Pro Scout yet. I wonder if he will eventually go to Pro Scout. He's building the stable. That's still an indicator for Pro Scouting. And we will see the queue. It's still... Oh, it is. The Pro Scout is in the queue. The enemy is making Spearman and Archer. So he decided to go with the Archer range first. Another Imperial official in the queue. And he stopped gathering gold. No more gold for Vam because he doesn't need it. As soon as he starts making units from the military production, he will gain a large sum of taxes. As you can see, he's just collecting the taxes. He has a lot of taxes. So now he's making the archers. Pushing back Demu's army. Demu focused on some archer and spearman, while Wem is making archer. and scouts, bringing back the deer already to the meal. More and more archers coming out, which is really good because, as I said before, like now these units are generating a lot of tax that he can use for Age Up or maybe Song Dynasty, making more and more scout for that professional scouting. Okay. Demu is pushing to the right, but it's too late already since the professional scout kick in. And at the same time, we can see Demu is not really closing for Castle Age. He's still making the archer spearman. +1 range damage came in for Demu. He's getting +1 ranged armor very soon. Demu is still trying to deny the professional scout away from Vam, but it's kind of unsuccessful. Even though he kills one scout, the rest of the deers are already under that mill, and he is getting the deers already. Demu successfully killed one villager off from Vam, but at the same time he's losing his military. So even though he killed that one villager, which is really nice. Oh, a second villager fall down. So now 2 villager kill by Demu. Vam still making archers and now started to make horsemen. Most of the spearmen are dead. There are no spearmen on the field already. And you can see he didn't go for the all pike. He doesn't want to make horsemen. No more spearmen. The archers are taking out the horsemen very fast thanks to the +1 range damage. Early Minotaur are in with the +1 ranged armor, 4 ranged armor against the 5 damage. Vam really need to get +1 ranged damage, or he will do only 1 damage to the Minotaur. He's getting double broadaxe first. He's sniping the archers. But don't forget, the HRE Minotaur has the same, almost the same movement speed as an archer. 1.24 movement speed versus 1.25. Another scout may fall again. That will be 2 death scout. Vam is slowly pushing back. It looks like it. That Vam is pushing back Demu. The resources are not even close for a Castle Age. Well, Vam already has the gold for the Castle Age tax for the taxations. All the taxes he has received. Blacksmith is being supervised. So it takes only 24 seconds for the upgrades to kick in. Horsemen going to counter raid on Demu's side. 2 horsemen can do a lot of damage. If there is no textile, and there is no textile from them. Demu is trying to like figure out which would be the best point of interest to attack. But the problem is the food is under the TC, so he should get some kills on the villagers, which can be easily done. Like, this is the reason why other people rather prefer having horsemen for the raids, because you have the Minotaur, even though it has the same speed as an archer. Your archers are faster. Your archers have 1.38 movement speed. The horseman of Bam has arrived to Demu's base, but there was some misclick or something like that. He didn't attack the gold villagers, but went for the predator immediately. At the same time, Vam attacked a few of the archers of Demu. And now Vam with 22 archers against the 21 archers of Demu. The Minotaurs are outpositioned. Villagers got pushed away from the deer, back to the TC, which is a problem because now 7 villagers is not getting resources. Then we tried to reach the castle. As you can see, he already banked up 600 food, but now he's spending it for Minotaur and Archer. Trying to do some ram damage. At the same time, the 2 horsemen trying to do some raiding. Didn't work out yet. Perfectly. The villager kill is still 3 for Demu. Horseman dies, no villager kill. So far, the damage by Demu was way much better on Vam than compared to Vam on Demu. But he's losing out the archers. No more archers on the field. He was not making reinforcements. The 3-4 archer range was non-stop pumping out the archers for Vam. And you can see, he's getting insane amount of taxes. He even built a market to buy food. And you're asking how did he got gold? From the taxes. He bought 300 food. 200 food. The archer number is just way much better for them. The reinforcement coming closer. Demu has only 2 archer range as well. Versus the 4 archer range. And the Imperial Palace is coming up from them. While Demu, he's still so far from reaching the castle age. But the Imperial Palace will go up, and as soon as he uses the ability, he will acknowledge that Demu villagers are on the battery. So he can easily send knights there and just raid it. Vam is waiting, not queued up the archer upgrade yet. He's making the knights, and I'm pretty sure he used the, yes, he did use the ability, so he sees all the villagers. So don't forget, the Imperial Palace has the ability that reveals every workers for 15 seconds. So now Vam knows the location of the villagers, and he is upgrading the archers. He is not supervising the archer upgrade, so it will take a little bit of time. But those archers are very outpositioned. Don't forget also the Imperial Palace gives you great vision. So he saw the army coming. The Castle Age archer upgrade are not in yet. He started to supervising, so it's gonna take 3 seconds. And he has the archer upgrade. Veteran archers are in. Now they have 7 base damage and 80 HP versus the 5 base damage and 70 HP. Vem is pushing back Demu's army. At the same time, the knight has arrived to the barriers. As I mentioned before, he used the spy ability to see where the villagers are. Demu has no farms at all, no transition, no deers under his base. Demu has collected 1 relic already, and 2 more on the way. The relic is inside the Radiant's Cathedral right now. The problem is, Demu has no army at all, while Vam is on 48 military unit. Demu tried to do a little bit of raid inside Vam's base with those Minotaurs that was hiding in the back, but the problem was the knights are in the base. Demu's losing out all his archers. It's now 50 military to 20. Again, no farm transition, no food, nothing is secured. He's trying to get to the berries, but it will run out. And Vam is pro scouting away the dares of Demu. Looks like Demu has not that amount of chance to come back. He's pulling the villagers, trying to do some damage to the lancers, but it was not successful, and in the end, Wham Chinese have won against the HRE. Well, the my work did not really do any comeback into this game for sure, and the all pike will be forgotten.